It's kind of a false economy to spend so much money spraying for weeds and fertilizing to get good forage and not deworm your cows on a regular basis and make sure you get a good kill on the worms. A product like Safeguard is critical in making sure that these cattle are able to operate up to their genetic potential. When we breed efficiency into a cow, if she doesn't have the ability to be parasite-free, she's never going to be as efficient as she's genetically bred to be. So Safeguard is a critical part of our program. We were using another dewormer, and we had been using it for several years and had no problems. And we wormed our entire herd in December when we weaned all the calves, turned them out, and by February we had cows going down. And it wasn't for lack of nutrition; they were just weak. And we called our Merc rep, and he had told me, and he knew we were using a different wormer. And he had told me at any time we needed to fecal test these cattle to make sure we were doing a good job, he'd be willing to do it. We brought all those cows in, rewormed them with Safeguard, and in 30 days you wouldn't have known those cows. I mean, they bounced back like they had, you just put them on feed or something. The nutrition was good. We had good grazing, we had good winter pasture for the cattle. Oh, I didn't realize you could even get resistance with worms. I assumed, wrongly of course, that when I used this other wormer, I was getting 100% kill of the worms that were in the cows, plus the eggs and the larvae. And obviously I wasn't, and we built up resistance, I guess, over the 4 or 5 years that we'd been using this wormer. And it sure made a difference. And since then, we haven't had any problems since we switched to Safeguard. And we've been through some of the wettest years. Typically, you look at a wet year as a high worm load year. And we've had some really wet years here the last 2 or 3, and still, as you can see, these cows, they've slicked off, they're doing good. We worm them every time when we bring them into AI to set them up, we worm them then, and then we worm them again in the fall when we wean the calves. As a seed stock producer, we have an obligation to make sure that our cattle have the best health program we can offer. We want to send out animals that have no parasites, no diseases, and will not bring anything into that herd that is not wanted or needed in that herd. And switching to Safeguard is one of the best things we ever did.